on a topic that a lot of people feel strongly about, either direction, is loud pipes, loud motorcycle pipes. I have pretty loud pipes. I freaking love them. I love the way my bike sounds, and I'll never get rid of them so long as I can without totally getting arrested and breaking a million laws and having people really pissed at me. So I'm gonna talk about that a little bit though. The reason I have loud pipes, and a lot of people with Harleys, they just think, oh, you know, that guy wants to show off, that guy wants to do this, that guy wants to do that. Is that true for a lot of people? Yes. Okay, that is. But I ride my bike because I freaking love riding bikes. I don't ride because I want to just show off to people, hey, I'm on a Harley Davidson, I'm on a motorcycle. No, I like riding. So the whole point to me having loud bikes is truly safety. And I know people say, oh, they don't do anything, blah 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 blah. Here's the deal though. It's just like anything else, it's not a foolproof thing. I understand that. It's not going to just suddenly, oh, I have loud pipes, I can do anything I want, everybody will hear me and see me. No. It's just an added tool that you can use to stay safe. That's all it is. I'm not saying everybody wants to use it. Some people use like fluorescent vests and like construction type vests, you know, the safety green or safety orange, you know, those really neon-y colors, and they're fantastic. You can be seen better. I just elect to use sound as a way of safety. There are 5 ways that humans recognize something. We have 5 senses. Basically what you're doing by bringing sound into the equation is you're just giving somebody else another sense they can use to recognize you. Think about it. If you could produce a taste, a smell, a sound, a sight, and noise. Once again, I screwed that up. Oh my God. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. If you could put out all 5 senses on a motorcycle for other people to recognize, I think anybody could argue that as long as they were strong enough, anybody would see you. Anybody would hear, you know, anybody would recognize that you're there. So the way I look at it is, even if that person only picks up one of those senses, whether that be hearing or seeing, at least they're picking up one. Whereas, I think I missed my turn. Anyway, whereas some, you know, if people are just picking up, if people only have one sense to pick up, like seeing, if you can only see somebody, you can't hear them coming, then I personally think that you're putting yourself at an obvious genetical disadvantage, just a scientific disadvantage, because there's only one way that somebody can recognize your presence, and that's by sight. If somebody has 2 different ways to recognize your presence, I personally think they're up to twice as likely to recognize you. Not necessarily twice as likely, because they might have their music playing and they can barely hear you, but at least they can maybe hear some of you, you know, a little part of you. Like that truck back there was a good example. That truck was, you know, on the shoulder, pulled over to turn. Well, if he had decided to just shoot right back out because he's like, oh crap, you know, I don't want to go this way, I put myself in harm's way. But by having noise, having sound, he would have possibly recognized I was there and been like, oh, there's somebody there. Or maybe he would have seen me and not heard the sound. And also, what I just did as a technique, not related to those 2 things, I sped up to get around him faster, so that even if he pulled out as fast as he could, there was a good chance that he wouldn't have even been able to hit me if he wanted to. So between all those things, I was able to make a safer situation for myself, and also alert a driver that I was passing them and in their presence. And I think that that's a small price to pay to tick off your neighbors a little bit. And like anything else, if you use a loud bike respectfully and you use a loud bike correctly, you can have quite a bit of noise when you want it and quite a bit of noise when you don't want it. And there's something to be said for that, for sure. So